G'day viewers, Sepp here. And what this video is going to be about today is an answer to a question. A question that I received two questions to a recent video. The video was called how to maintain and grease a DO35 coupling on your caravan, and I'll put a link to that in the description, and I'll put a link to the second video I put up answering the first question. And this second question, this person writes, it's Angry Ash. So Angry Ash, thanks for your question. Can you please do a video on the DO35 and a standard 50mm ball hitch and the advantages of using the DO35? So what I've got two hitches here. We've got the DO35 and we've got the standard 50mm ball. And we're going to take these out to the caravan. I've got a trailer set up and we're going to go through it, advantages and disadvantages. But just before we go out there, for those newbies, I had a couple of comments just regarding being new, and they appreciated the video I did. Something that some people may not know is when you, or if you haven't bought one of these new, you've got a caravan and it's got a DO35 on it, you may not have got the tool that goes with it when you buy these new, that actually locks and holds the pin when you're trying to undo the nut. So they're available. I don't think they're very expensive. And it just saves you using a rag to try and hold that if it's all greased up like it's supposed to be. Or the cap, trying to hold it with the cap is pretty difficult. A bit like the 50mm ball, they don't have anything. And you try and hold that while you do up or undo the nut, it's pretty difficult. So with that, let's get out to the caravan, the trailer, and we'll connect them up. So first of all, let's connect the 50mm ball socket onto the trailer. So it's a pretty simple process. Now this coupling is very old. It's probably 35-40 years old. And a lot of the newer ones have an adjustment bolt and nut here, and I'll put a picture of that right now so you can see what I'm talking about. And that's an adjustment for a plate down underneath that actually grabs onto the ball from underneath it. So we don't have it on this one, but the principle is the same. So with this one, we just lift that up, put the ball in, let it go, and it's in. So that's how that one sits. Now with this one, even with the more modern ones, you do get a little bit of free play in these ones. So you can probably see that there. Now this is old, but it'll be the same with the new ones. When you adjust them to take this free play out, you can't take it all out. They're not designed to take the whole free play out of these balls, because they just won't operate properly if you do that. You've got to have that little bit of movement. You can probably hear it, backwards and forwards, and that's a lot of the times you hear the clunking you have when you tow these types of trails with these balls. They clunk a fair bit. That's a lot of the times because they're just a little bit loose in here. So the other thing is, I suppose, the movement. How much movement do you really have on these hitches? So you can see it there, and I'll compare it to this one in a minute. We've got up, down, sideways. So you've got a bit, and probably more designed for just on-road use, these ones. And of course they're versatile. If you've only got a 50mm ball and it fits your trailer, it fits your caravan, it fits your boat, you don't have to keep swapping over the actual ball onto a different toe, onto your tow tongue. Well, and the reason why I've got two of these is because I have different. I've got the 50mm ball and I've got the pin as well, the DO35. So it seems to be a lot less maintenance with this one, because you just put the ball in, an adjustment, and that's pretty much it. So let's put this one in, the DO35. So we've got that, just put that in the open position. So just put it back like that, push it up underneath, and we lock it in like that. So that's locked in. Now the other thing, there's a secondary process with these, is you should always, to make sure, secondary process to make sure that this is in locked position, is you put this cap on. Now this cap won't go on if it's not locked in properly. So you stick it on, there's a couple of little nibs at the back, and let me just get it on. I'm doing it around the other way with my hand. I normally do it with my right hand. There we go. There's just this little tiny click, so you know it's clicked on. So let's have a look at this one. So first of all, there's no up and down movement, and there's no movement that way. Oh, there might be the slightest there, maybe. Now, side movement, you've got all the way around. This is a 360 rotation. So there's a fair advantage in that from a safety perspective as well. So I suppose if you look at from if you have an accident, hopefully nobody ever does, but obviously it happens, you're towing this with your car, and for some reason your van rolls over, it can roll all the way over and not actually pull your car over. Now, not to say that's going to be the case every single time, but there is an advantage with that might be the case. The van might go over, but your car won't. So that's one advantage. Now the other thing is the movement. You go all the way up like that, whereas this one, as you can see, you see the movement there, the downhill movement. This one's got a lot more than what that one is. And of course, same with the up way. That one has a lot more that way, and of course you've got your side movement, whereas this one's very restricted. So these hitches are more designed if you're going to go off-road, semi-off-road or off-road. Caravans mostly have these, because it just gives you that more flexibility, I suppose, with going through ditches and crossings and I don't know, all those places that people take their vans that are pretty rough and ready. So you just get a lot more movement in your van. They both go the same that way, so no real advantage there or disadvantages. So I suppose really it's just, if you're going off-road and you need something that will give you a bit more flexibility, this is the type of hitch you're probably going to need to go for, because this one here, you could get yourself in a bit of trouble with bending it, you know, causing some damage if you're going to really put this down to the test. So, but both these balls, the ball there and this one's a 3.5, both 3.5 ton capacity. Both these hitches are the same. That rating's the same. So, but look, I suppose horses for courses. So I suppose it's really just up to the individual what you prefer. We don't do any off-roading with it, with our caravan, but we have got this hitch on it because I think it's a really good hitch. From that perspective, that it gives you a lot of flexibility. Even just going up driveways and gutters and whatever else you might incur, just even on road. You know, I think that gives us a little bit more flexibility. The other thing with this though is the DO35 is you've probably got a little bit more maintenance to do on this one, more so than the 50mm ball. So there's another advantage or disadvantage, just depending on which way you want to look at it. So hopefully that answers the question, Angry Ash. I'll call that one done, and I'll say thanks for watching. Take it easy, and I'll see you on the next one. If you like this video, don't forget to check out Sepp's Adventures YouTube channel. I have heaps of videos just like this one, and don't forget to subscribe so you can see other great videos every week, and hit that bell button so you get notifications. Thanks for watching.